Hi guys and welcome to a new season here on Football Manager 2018 with AC Milan. So we're taking on Atletico Madrid for the European Super Cup just now. Of course Atletico Madrid the Champions League winners and ourselves being the Europa League winners. We've had a couple of fair amount actually of transfer action during the summer, so let's just run through some of this. Obviously, Kalinic and Borini joining, those were already agreed. Those aren't our transfers. Matteo Darmian has joined from Man United for 12.75 and Mattia Caldara from Juve for 6.5. Darmian, of course, pretty much everybody knows about Matteo Darmian. Good solid player, was a Man United player. He's in on 60 grand. If we look at the report there, in terms of a right back, he is better than the right backs we currently have. So he comes in, he can also play on the left side, gives us some cover, some versatility, and a bit of quality and experience. So he was a good buy for 12.75. Caldara, a 24-year-old centre back coming in from Juve, 2.5 stars currently with 3.5 potential. He's of course our fourth best centre back behind Barzagli, Romagnoli and Bonucci. So he's coming in to provide some cover there as well. In terms of outgoing, quite a lot. Yang was already agreed. Zigoni went to Venezia, that's not really important. Suso went to Monaco for £40 million, which I think is a good fee. He's a decent player, I think. He's now worth 51 and on £170,000. But I think he's a good player, but I think 40 million was a good fee for him. Ignazio Abate for 8 million to Everton at 31 years of age. I think that's a good deal, especially since we were getting Darmian in. And Mauri went for 70k. Gabriel, the the goalkeeper, went to Sassuolo for 1.2, which is not a bad deal. A couple of unimportant people moving out. Gustavo Gomez for 3 and a bit. Cotroni's out to Navarra on loan. Lapadula went to Atalanta for 5 million. Bertolacci went to Valencia for 7 million. Montalivo's at Montpellier on loan. And Plizzari has went to Verona on loan. So that's the transfer dealings. Let's get into the tactics and then deal with this game against Atletico Madrid. Pardon me. So if we have a little look here, Atletico 1-3 favourites for this one. We're just going to play our normal tactics really here, our normal style, try and control the game. Atletico, pardon me, I'm sure will try and hit us on the counter, as is their normal game. So what we're going to do, we're going to have, let's have a little look, what's the difference here? Yeah, we're going to go with our controlling formation rather than the attacking formation we have, which is sort of the same shape but very different mentality. So Bonucci, Barzagli and Romagnoli will be the centre-backs. I think Bonucci goes in the middle if I remember right. On the right-hand side, we're going to go with Matteo Darmian as the right wing-back. He can make his debut. Rodriguez will be the left wing-back on the other side. Locatelli and Frank Kessie will be the central midfield pairing. We're going to have Hakan Çalhanoğlu in behind the two strikers. Carlos Bacca is actually going to get a go at it here today. He's going to be playing alongside Andre Silva as the front two. Antonio Donnarumma will be on the bench, as will Caldara, Conte, Calabria, Bilia, Bonaventura and Kalinic will be the bench. Some more transfers to be done as we approach the end of the window and the start of the new league season, but for now, that's what we're going to have. Caldara, Darmian, Bacca, Kalinic. We'll just give them all those numbers. It really doesn't matter what kind of numbers they have. So we're up against a 4-4-2. Oblak, Juanfran, Godin, Jimenez, Lucas, Vitolo, Correa, Koke, Carrasco, Diego Costa and Antoine Griezmann. So lots of quality in this Atletico side. So yeah, we'll just say we're the underdogs. Suits us go and cause an upset there. I'm just going to encourage them. I'm going to hope we can stand up to a powerhouse of a Spanish side here and show some quality that we have. We're obviously looking to challenge Juventus for the league this season, so hopefully we can show that we have enough quality to do that by going out here and giving a good performance against the European champions, which Atletico Madrid are at the moment. Atletico Madrid, more shots at the start of the game, but 20 minutes has passed without incident, 50-50 more or less on the possession. Atletico just edging it actually at 55 now. Rodriguez throws it to Romagnoli. He can just go back to the keeper, you'd think. Oh, he actually goes forward. It's launched. It's a terrible pass. Correa picks it up, plays it to Carrasco now, who's got acres to run into. Probably going to drive a shot. Now he goes to Griezmann, actually. Griezmann back to Koke. Correa, there's a lot of room down on the right hand side here. Correa tries to clip it the other way. It rebounds back to him. We just can't seem to get hold of it. Carrasco on the volley, and it's a great save by Donnarumma. Terrible clearance. Vitolo, great save. Vitolo again. and it's a really poor finish, and somehow we've got away with that. We were at complete sixes and sevens at the back, everybody no idea how to get rid of the ball. We eventually get away with it. Koche's ball in for Godin. It's too deep, but Godin will pick it up. Has support in the middle there. It goes to Carrasco. Far too much room. Chance to hit one. It's a hell of an effort. Hits the bar. And Darmian, recovering, manages to get that away. I'm going to tell them to tighten up a little bit as we go into the last 15 minutes. 2 shots to 9 in Atletico's favour now. It's definitely clear who the stronger team are today as we approach half time. But we're sticking in it. We're still in the game. Although Atletico Madrid are definitely the stronger team today. I think possibly Çalhanoğlu coming out for Bilia to just try and help us shore things up in the second half. I'm going to cautiously tell them we've got nothing to lose. Didn't really affect the boys at all. But as I say, we're going to bring Bilia on for Çalhanoğlu now. I think we'll go... Oh, we're actually on the counter formation today. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is pretty much what I would select anyway. I thought we were on a controlling formation, but I've obviously misread that. But that's fine, this is what I was about to go to anyway. Just going to tell him to concentrate now, make sure we don't get caught. Carrasco angling out the other side. Actually, need to check Bilia's role. Deep line playmaker. As Costa flicks her on, but it will be cleared by a combination of Romagnoli, Donnarumma and Barzagli. It's forward to Franck Kessie. He helps her out to Rodriguez. There's some nice cam play at the back actually from the defenders. As we go into the second half now, looking to do something to Atletico Madrid, who've been completely unchallenged so far. It is now a corner. Juan Fran delivers it. Griezmann's in there. Romagnoli away, but there's acres of space for Carrasco to get it back out if he wants to, or to go himself. Carrasco now wide, crosses it. Barzagli manages to get it away. Correa nods it to Griezmann, who's in acres, and somehow Antoine Griezmann has put that wide of the post. And they need to be told to tighten up now because we're giving far too much space to really dangerous players. Andre Silva not doing himself any justice today. We're going to bring on Kalinic, put him up there with Bacca as we move towards the last 15 minutes or so in the game. Franck Kessie gets it to Locatelli, who's is going to lose it. I knew that was coming. Correa forward to Gamero now. Gamero finds Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann running at us. Hopefully this is a blaze wide of the post. It is indeed a blaze wide of the post. We survive. Just going to tell him to tighten up now. We go into the last 10 minutes here, approaching a 0-0 with the European champions. Andrea Conte coming on for Matteo Darmian, who's had a reasonably solid start to his AC Milan career. Another corner, Atletico in towards Griezmann. Romagnoli heads it away. Godin will pick her up. Acres of space for Carrasco in the edge of the box. Again, Godin cuts it back. It's for Lucas actually here. Carrasco not managing to get on the end of that one. Lucas now for Godin. It's cut out by Bilia. Come on, launch it and counter. Bilia to Barzagli. Barzagli's ball forward for Locatelli. He is going to get it. Can Locatelli play it in behind? No, he's hit it off Koke, and that's a terrible, terrible one from Locatelli. We've just gifted the ball back to Atletico. Carrasco now coming forward, and I have a horrible feeling we're going to pay for that dearly. Juan Fran now easily round the back of the defender. Romagnoli back to Donnarumma. He will launch it forward. Any chance? No chance. Bacca gets it. Jimenez forward. It's Conte cutting it out. Very scrappy now. Bilia out wide to Rodriguez. Hit it in behind for Kalinic. It's in behind for Kalinic. Bit of space. Can he possibly cross this for Bacca? Kalinic is running wide. He crosses it. It's Carlos Bacca, and it's in. It's 1-0 to AC Milan. Somehow, let's drop deeper, play safer, hoof the ball clear, no overlaps. And we've got a couple of minutes to hold out before we win the European Super Cup, which really is a glorified friendly for some. But if we manage to go and beat the Champions League winners after being penned in basically the whole game, I will be absolutely delighted with that outcome. And it'll be a great way to kick off Season 2 with AC Milan. It looks, we've got a couple of seconds left to hold out. Juan Fran to Vitolo, but the final whistle does go, and Carlos Bacca assisted by Nikola Kalinic. And that's a great way to prove that you have a future here at the club, and enjoy these moments, boys, you deserve it. It's a great introduction to Season 2 here with Milan. 1-0 over Atletico, lifting the European Super Cup, of course, our second trophy. Both European trophies, obviously the Europa League got us into the Super Cup. So that's going to be it for this episode. It's a quick introductory episode, one competitive game. We've got some friendly game left, actually one friendly game left to go, and then we've got transfer business and all that to take care of. So I'm going to do that off screen. When we come back, the transfer window will actually be closed, and we'll be taking on Cagliari and Sassuolo. Oh, actually, I think we'll be taking on just Cagliari. Actually, it'll be another quick episode next time, and then we'll be taking on Sassuolo, and we'll be doing the European Champions Cup group stage first game. But that's it for this episode. A brilliant episode. Really happy with that start to Season 2. We held out really well. Rode our luck, of course, with lots of chances that Atletico Madrid had. But AC Milan lifting the Super Cup, which I'm going to claim as a proper trophy. Because obviously, as Europa League winners, if you can go on and win the Super Cup, that's a pretty good achievement against a very strong Atletico side. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode of Season 2 as well. And I'll see you next time when we have the second episode.